Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your daily advice for February 16, 2017. Thank you very much for joining me and thank you for all the support you send my way each and every single day. Thank you to everyone who's been sending me well wishes. I do appreciate it. I'm not feeling better, but I hope it's the feeling worse before it gets better stage. And my voice isn't great, so I hope that you can hear me okay. And we're going to just jump into the reading because I want to be able to just get all the messages delivered to you before my voice goes away. So let's have a look at what the energies are for today. As always, keep in mind, we're looking at energies. These will play out in different ways for different people. This is for anyone watching. And it's a look at what potential we have to work with in the day and how we can use that to further our goals, really. So the first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about starting to work on something new, or really committing to something that we're working on, really putting our heads down, studying, doing the work, applying what we learn as we go. It is called the card of the apprentice, and so it would often show up when someone's starting a new education path or a new course, a new class, workshop, any other form of teaching or training. It would also show up when we start a new job, or it shows up when perhaps we have a new opportunity within our current situation, and there's some more that we need to learn, there's more knowledge that we need to gain, and that's what the Eight of Pentacles depicts. Really doing everything that we can to focus on the work. And so this is the energy of the card. Now that can apply with job situations, it can apply with focusing on relationships and working on relationships. It can apply to working on our health situation, working on our spirituality, creative projects, anything really, okay? The energy of the card is that of putting our head down, doing the work, learning, researching, keeping an open mind, going to the situation with an open mind in the sense of, I know some information, I know some stuff about this, but I'm not going to pretend that that's everything I need to know. So it's almost like going to it with a childlike curiosity, just wanting to learn, wanting to grow, and applying what we learn as we move along. And that's where we're coming from. The energy for today is the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords in today's energy, we may be experiencing doubts. We may be at a point where maybe we're finishing a phase that we've been preparing for, and now it's time to actually apply what we've learned. And now we're not so sure. Now we're starting to doubt. Now we're starting to kind of lose confidence within ourselves and lose our enthusiasm, perhaps. Further, the Two of Swords can talk about a choice that needs to be made at this point, maybe something we've invested in and had very high hopes for isn't playing out the way we wanted or the way we hoped, or it's taking a lot longer to manifest than what we anticipated. Or this is a decision in terms of, do I walk away from the situation and start something different? Do I take a different approach to the situation? The Two of Swords is a card that talks about us being at a crossroads and a choice needing to be made. And the further we try to run from it, or the more we try to put it off, the more complicated it gets. Now the message with the Two of Swords that's important here, it is a card that says we're trying to process everything rationally. We're trying to think about everything and blocking our intuition, okay? We're blocking our heart. There's a moon here, that's our psychic ability, and our heart, okay, our intuition, and then the swords are blocking it. So we're trying to rationalize everything. We're trying to process everything from a rational, logical point of view. And that's exactly why either all the options we have seem the same, or it seems to be a very complicated, convoluted situation and a choice is impossible. The key with the Two of Swords is to, first of all, make a choice. Don't put it off. Don't procrastinate, because that's just going to make things worse, and it's not going to, if we run away from a decision, it's not going to be made on its own. And if it is, it will be after a long time of us struggling, and it may very well not be what's best for us or what we even deserve. So we need to take that responsibility of taking things into our own hands, adding our intuition to the mix, and then just making that decision. And then the energy that we're moving into tomorrow with, so once we do this, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is a beautiful card of exactly that, what we want to do here, moving forward, making progress. This is focus, control, and determination. So by taking the responsibility of making this decision that we may be trying to avoid or run away from, or we're blocking our intuition when it comes to this decision, by bringing in our intuition and just taking control of the situation and saying, okay, I'm going to make a choice here, and I don't care at this point, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to do what feels right. I'm going to do what my intuition tells me is the right move to make. And if it turns out to be the wrong move, I can go back and fix it, okay? With the Two of Swords, we're just getting started here. So whichever way we choose, we can't go wrong. If we choose option A and it turns out it's not what we want, we still have time to go back and go to option B, and vice versa. So that's the message there as well. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because that's what causes the delay and the procrastination. But by going through the process of taking control a little bit and kind of shaking ourselves up a little and saying, you know what, no, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to look at the facts, I'm going to see how I feel about things, and I'm just going to make a decision, and that's the best thing that I can do at this time. That's the best that can be expected of anyone based on what we have going on here. And by doing that with the Chariot, we move forward, we create significant progress. This is success, this is recognition, this is the end of delays, the end of procrastination, and moving forward with confidence. We are in charge here, we are in control, we are driven, we are focused, and it's paying off for us, okay? We're headed towards a very prosperous path with the Chariot. And our guidance card is the Raven, number 10, and this is about magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. This is a card that reminds us that if we believe in magic, we start to see magic all around. Same thing with our spirituality. Really doesn't have to be just about magic. That's what the card represents, and it talks about the old days, and so magic would have been a big factor. But at the end of the day, it talks about if we believe that our angels and our guides in the universe, if we believe that they're guiding us, we start to see that guidance, we start to see those signs. The more we pay attention to synchronicities, the more they happen, and the clearer they get, so that we don't have to be confused or feel like we're misinterpreting a sign that we receive. With the number 10 here, it is a new beginning, it is a new phase, so we have to make a choice or a decision when it comes to that, when it comes to a new way of doing things, when it comes to a new beginning, when it comes to changing something and starting a different path or starting off fresh in a different direction. Whatever is coming to a completion, and now we have to have that new beginning, is what this card talks about. And so we are reminded today to not lose hope and not to block our hearts. Our intuition is what is guiding us, and our angels and our guides in the universe and whoever we work with for manifestation, they're talking to us through our intuition, through our hearts, giving us gut feelings about things and people, giving us gut feelings about which direction we should go. And that happens with our dreams, it happens with signs we see, with synchronistic events, with reoccurring numbers, with patterns of all kinds. We just need to pay attention. We need to be open to seeing these signs, to receiving this guidance, and trust it when we do see it, because we're going to see a lot more of it, and like I say, it will become a lot clearer so that we avoid confusion moving forward. So it's a beautiful message and a very reassuring message, in the sense that you're not alone. You don't have to do this on your own. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Ask for guidance, ask for answers, and you can even tell your angels or your guides or the universe how you want them to deliver that message, how you want them to deliver that answer, so that you know for sure that it's them. Whether it's, I don't know, if I'm right about this, let me see a feather today, or put coins on my path today, or the color red, or whatever, really whatever it is that you want, to be sure that it's them. They will answer you in that particular way. And then our job is just to be open to receiving those answers, to be open to receiving that guidance and acting upon it, okay? Because if we just open up and we see, oh, you know what, I think I'm getting directions, I think I'm getting different messages to go in that particular way, but then we don't do anything about it, we really waste the guidance and we're still stuck where we are. They're trying to help and they're giving us these answers that we have asked for. And so our job is once again to receive them and to trust them enough to act on them in a way that works for us, but using that information nonetheless. So hopefully that makes sense, and I hope that the messages help. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for being patient with me through this beautiful time of illness. I hope to be back on my feet really, really soon. But in the meantime, I do appreciate all your well wishes and all the support and positive thoughts you send my way. So thank you again. I hope that we all have a very beautiful day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.